Okay. Well, we are live with CC Texas Gardening, but we got a few more people supposed to be coming up. But for the time being, what you see is what you get, and that's CC and me. So we're gonna try to share a few thoughts with you tonight. I was hoping that Jed and the rest of my crew would be here, but CC and myself was talking about some strange weather we've been having.
Mm-hmm.
And how things are really shaping up to be a real hot summer, a real hot year.
Yeah.
But we got Jed in the house now, and we're going to carry this thing on. So everybody might well just come on into the chat because it's too hot out there to be doing anything else on the outside.
Now you saying that. I've been out there since 12.
Yeah, well, you and CC said she hasn't too long come in, and she ran wet with sweat. But the thing about it is, I went out, but I came back in.
Yeah, my daughter, she texted me. She said, "Daddy, I know you ain't outside with a long sleeve shirt in this heat trying to do some work."
Mm-hmm.
So I made a little short video and sent it back to her. She shook her head.
Well, you can see what I got on, so you know I've been outside.
Yep.
That's one thing I do is I put something on to protect my arms when I'm out there.
My body is covered.
Period. But I just couldn't take much of it today, really.
I just took my neck rag off.
Yeah. Well, best that you do take care of yourself and protect yourself, because this weather is nothing to play with.
Yeah. My daughter told me that too.
Yeah, well, she
told left and right, and you want to be outside in all that heat.
She told you the truth. She told you the truth, Jed.
I said when I hit that
Jason, how you doing?
113, I'll be ready to quit.
Glad to see you tonight, Kason. We Jed and Cece and myself are just chatting a little bit, trying to wait on a few more of the other people to get in. But at the same time, we're trying to warn each other about this temperature and this heat, about being out there in it.
Yes.
It is really unbearable. And, that's another thing, too, is you can't really take vacations and stuff when you got a garden. Hey, Ernie.
Hey, Ernie.
It's 70 degrees. Ernie, you ain't got no hot weather.
70 degrees. Sure, I wish it was 70 degrees.
Well, I guess it's hot weather to Ernie. He usually has ice and snow and stuff. So
yeah, if it was 70 to us, I could still be outside now.
You and me both. That's what I was telling CC. People might well come on into the chat. It's too hot to be out there doing anything.
That's a fact.
Because what I'm going to do is after I get through with my live, then I'm going to go out there and try to do a little something. But I'm not going to do it right now.
I'm done for the day.
Me too.
Don't say it like that, Jed, because you're trying to influence me. Hey, G Mama Girl.
I'm not going back out there.
I went out there at 12 o'clock, and it's now, I came in about 6:55.
Yeah. Well, when Ernest said it's hot up where he's at, then, the temperature down south of him is really blazing.
Hey, G Mama.
What's the temperature where you at, G Mama? What you guys got down there today, CC? What's your temperature?
That's why I was just trying to look to see. Oh, now we just had that rainstorm came through, so it cooled it off some.
Uh-huh.
So
I
Hey,
think
G Hut.
I think it was 97 when I first went out this morning.
It's 80, but it feels like 87.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the rain cool you down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see. What is it now?
G Hut, what's your temp?
Oh, G Mama said she got to go back outside and water. She had just had to come in and charge her phone.
Oh, it's 91 right now.
Yeah, well, it's around 94 here. So,
Mm-hmm.
and we hadn't had any rain, and they talking about it's supposed to be in triple digits
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, talking
this
about a
this
light.
week.
Talking about we supposed to get a light rain tomorrow, but then from Thursday all the way to next Thursday, it's supposed to be raining every day.
G Mama said 96.
Feels like
Ooh.
a heat advisory. Oh,
And G Hut said 97.
so
Good God.
they getting our temps because
Man,
we'll be 84 tomorrow.
Oh, man. Hey, Mike.
84.
we 95 with a very slight rain.
Oh.
That's what the computer's saying right now. A
Well,
possibility of a
let
slight
me ask you
rain.
guys something, and I'm going to ask the chat at the same time. Is there ever a perfect time to plant?
No,
No.
I'm for real. You know,
no,
I just, you pretty much got to just roll the dice and take what come up, you know.
Right.
well, your time is not God's time. Your time is not these so-called folks that control the weather time. Hey, you just gotta go with the flow. And
Mm-hmm.
if you see it's a good time, jump in between, do what you got to do, and jump out the way, and let it do what it do.
Your mama said she knew you was being triple digits, CC.
Nope.
Jason said it's the mid 90s and the
Man,
humidity is too high.
yeah,
Mm.
it is.
Hey, Mike.
I like fall
Yeah.
better. Growing with
Hey,
Husband said
Pat,
she like
y'all.
fall better than summer.
Mm.
Well, I'm I'm about halfway there with you, G Hud. The only thing about it is I just can't grow okra in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that you know I really don't care about the fall. But I tell you what, at this time of year, this year, I would take the fall. I really would,
well,
because
I
this is
like them all except for winter. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like Pat, y'all. I like the spring myself.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah, I like the spring. But
Mike,
you
what's
know
up?
the
Patcha, how you doing?
you notice that each season seems like it's get hotter and hotter and hotter.
Well,
And what you did last year,
a lot of that got to do with these so-called businesses because they're constantly cutting down all the trees and everything,
oh
which
yeah,
knocking off the weather system. For the reason is them trees is what keep us cool. It blocks the wind and all that stuff. Now we got all this stuff coming in, and there's nothing to block it. They build houses, but they're not building houses the way the trees were. So we're just hurting now.
you know it used to be that if you cleared off a place, then you had to agree to plant so many trees back. And you know everything that used to be normal is not normal anymore.
That's true.
You know, yeah. Well, G Mama, I think I might have to start doing that myself. That indoor planting. I'm for real. Cause well, hey Emma, G Hud, we haven't got any rain. We haven't got any rain lately in maybe a week or so. APIA
Yeah.
and Cassandra. We had
APIA, Cassandra.
this year. I decided to go ahead and put some fertilizer in my garden,
Okay.
and that was a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
Because when you fertilize, you got to have rain, you got to have moisture,
Right.
and I'm not getting the rain. So the only thing is benefiting from the fertilizer is the weeds.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss MJ,
Well,
Miss JK Gardner. Okay.
J.K. Gardner.
Okay.
how y'all doing now?
Glad to see you. Glad to see you.
And Ernie brought up something about not many bees this year. I done counted just 2 honeybees since this season that's been in my garden. I don't know where they at, but 2
They're
bees,
over
a
here.
lot of
They're over
bumblebees.
here. They're
Well,
back there.
I guess so. They must be because I counted 2 bees.
Now, let me ask you a question about that, Jed. Have you noticed that? Because I'm sort of like CC and Ernie. I really haven't seen that many.
Well, I'm a beekeeper. There's bees always in my backyard, and the only thing I think one of them have swarmed already, but they done filled the box back up. I'm going to. Well, I keep saying if it's not too hot, but the problem is it's too hot, and I don't want to be sweating and messing with the bees at the same time. But I need to go in there just to check it out because I know one did swarm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the carpenter bees, G Mama, I got plenty of those. We're not talking about those. We're talking about
Yeah.
the
Right.
little honeybees you used to see
Yeah.
flying around on the nectar.
Right. And
And
one good thing to this, whether it's a bee, whether it's a bee, a bug, or whatever, as long as it's flying, go to flower, they're
Right.
still fertilizing it.
Right. I
Yeah.
have more wasps. Wasps help, and the ants even they help. But I'm just so used to I planted all these flowers for bees, and it's pretty much the wasps just hunting for caterpillars.
mhm. Well, before I cut my garden to get ready for this plant time, we had the greens that had turned into flowers, and
Mm-hmm.
it was plenty of bees then.
Yeah.
But I'm like you, I haven't seen any. The thing about it, I hadn't really seen any.
Mm-hmm.
And normally they'd be all over the garden now, especially when your stuff start flowering.
Right.
Yeah, they'd be all over it.
I think it's gonna be like a season for the bees as well. Like everything has a season. I done heard too many people say there's not enough bees. So apparently this is the
Hey,
season where
Analytic.
we're seeing less bees. Maybe next year it'll pick back up because everything has a season, and apparently this might be the bee season.
Mm.
Hey y'all, sorry I'm late. I was cooking.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Crafty.
Hey everybody. Hey y'all. Hey Papa Bammitt, J3CC.
Did you put my ribs to the side?
No, I made air fried chicken today.
Okay.
I cooked
Okay,
ribs
I'll
on
eat the ribs I
Saturday.
got then.
I cooked ribs on Friday, Saturday though. Hey Mr. Mike. Hey Miss Cassandra. Hey y'all. Sorry y'all.
And see if he'd stopped by there, Crafty, he could have got some ribs, couldn't
Yes.
he?
And they were delicious.
I'll know next time.
Cause he came right through your area, Sandra. So
No, I came back through hers, but I didn't come through it when we.
well, he came back through
My
your
son,
area.
he went
In other
around
words,
Atlanta.
in other words, he was
and we
around
came
your
back
area.
through
Crafty.
Augusta.
Y'all came back and went through Waynesboro?
Yeah. No. Yeah. We went straight through Augusta. And that place has changed. I don't recognize it anymore.
Did you guys get in the rain, Crafty?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to
CC
rain
said,
tomorrow, I think.
well, it's gonna take a whole day or 2 days for it to come out of Texas.
Right. We getting the rain.
I hope it's tomorrow night because I
Yeah, we need
gotta get up and
inside.
do some stuff tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Well,
Super box.
I need that rain. I really do. Because, like I was saying, I put fertilizer out, and when you got the fertilizer out, you need some
Right.
rain to
Mhm.
melt it
Hey,
in and do what
pescatarian
it's
gardener.
supposed to do.
Hey,
Hey, PG,
Oh no, it's not gonna rain tomorrow.
pescatarian.
You're gonna have to start using that city water then.
No, I'm not gonna not gonna hook a hose up like I was telling CC. That's a little too far to be pumping water down there with a hose pipe. I might as well go buy groceries if I'm gonna have to pay
Yeah.
that high water bill.
Mhm.
But right now, we eating pretty good out of Fran's raised beds. So, you know, even though she's throwing shade on me, it's okay.
She said,
Thank God for Fran.
she said you doing it all this year. Okay, she feeding y'all this year.
Yeah, but I don't mind. She gonna talk junk anyway. I gave her the little small space on the lower end of my garden, so I'm gonna go down there after the live is over with and open it up so she can drive her pickup in there. Cause I ain't gonna be toting no bags and stuff.
Hey, I don't blame you.
Mr. Mike
Yeah,
said super friend.
yeah. Well, I agree with you, Mike. As long as she got them groceries coming.
I know
Call
that's
anything you want to, as long as the
That,
grocery come.
that's right. That's right. But
Jihad said start you a water catchment container to stock up when it rains.
yeah, well, I've got one of those, but I don't have the spigot set right.
Hmm.
Mm. That
Okay,
girl says
Pat.
she's
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
getting
I'm
okra.
I'm I'm getting okra myself this time, Pat. Is I've replanted it, and I was telling Cece before you guys came up that it's germinating. It's up about 3 or 4 inches.
Mm.
So, and there's not a whole lot of grass around it, so I'm gonna be able to control this part of it.
Mhm.
The only thing about it is I got one row of corn. Is mine's a little bit higher than yours, Case, and I got big ears on it on that one row.
Me too, the analytic
Hey,
gardener.
analytic.
I love trucks and not SUVs, trucks, real trucks.
Yeah, Fran had to
Well,
have her own truck.
when I got my first, I never went back to the car, and I very seldom drive my wife's car.
Hey, Cricket Pete,
Cricket
glad to
Pete.
see you. But yeah, she got her own pickup, so she said she didn't want to be driving mine because she didn't want to hear my mouth about don't do this and don't do that and don't scratch this and don't scratch that. So she said, well, I got my own. I said,
Mm.
Well,
you
Yes.
know,
Yes, I love it.
well,
more
I
power to you.
I had a big Dodge truck,
Hey.
and my wife, she felt she could drive it. She was driving around a pecan tree I had in the backyard. She scratched up the door and bent the step up rail. And I just came from work and I was just laying in the bed sleeping. I heard my son yelling and everything. Next thing I know, she come in the house crying. I said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "What's wrong with you?" And I heard my son, Daddy always wanted a truck. Daddy always wanted a truck. And she came in. She said, I bent your truck up. I said, okay, did you hurt yourself? Are you okay? Everything? She said, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with me. I rolled over and went back to sleep.
Mm.
I had a
Good for you,
Dodge
Jed.
Ram.
Good
I
for
had
you.
a Ford, the Harley Davidson edition F-150. Then I got a Dodge Ram quad cab. I had that for many years, about 15 years. And now I have a GMC Elevation. So I love trucks. I'm a truck driver. Okay. Trucks for work, not show. I work in mine too, Mr. Mike.
Well, yeah, I work in mines, Mike. That's
I
all I
do
got.
everything in mine.
That's all I got is pickups. That's all.
Yes, I love Papa Bammitt song too.
I haven't had a car in I don't know how many years. I really
My
have.
last car was
I had a
in
car in
90.
2000.
In
I got my
2000.
first truck in 94,
Yeah.
and I had a truck ever since.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
my
Well,
like
most people that
I like
got
putting
truck,
on
most,
gas. So
yeah,
I,
most,
I
CC.
like I like my little small SUV thing or whatever. I could put the seats down and stuff
Yeah,
things in
gas.
there, and it costs $20 to fill that tank.
Oh Lord.
well,
I mean,
I was getting ready to say most people make pickups out of their cars anyway,
Yeah.
Mm,
especially if they got a like a SUV or something like that.
yeah,
me too, the analytic gardener. Huh, I want me one. I want one. When I get rich, I'm gonna get one, and not like the old ones though. I'm talking about from like the 80s or 90s, 88.
Well, the only thing about an older model is it's expensive to keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like how old are you talking, Papa Bammitt? Is
Well,
88? Is that
Hold on, Angel.
yes?
Passion
I'm
and
talking
shade.
about getting back to maybe around the
Crooked
68,
Peach. How you
Oh yeah,
doing?
69.
no, I don't want one that old. Miss Tracy said I have a soccer van. That's what I need for real.
yeah. I love me some Vans, but the transmissions always went out in them.
Yeah, vans, they the
Yeah.
fastest thing on the road.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're so right about that.
Francine. My hubby
Well,
had a beautiful Ram from the 70s.
I would like to get me another Isuzu truck. Stick shift.
Oh
Mhm.
yes, I
I
love
love
five
that
speeds
fella.
too. Huh.
My that's how my son learned how to drive. Yeah, Dad, let me park the car. I mean, let me park your truck. And what he did was instead of just backing up, he would drive all the way around the block and come around the back and then park.
Oh wow.
But
I,
he
What is
I
a
was
parked it.
cattle panel?
I was living out at the prison then, and we
Yeah,
got
but
these
he
big
parked
streets.
it though.
He drove all the way around the whole block, then
Well,
come in the
Papa,
back.
it's
And he
bad.
called it, then he said he parked it.
Oh yeah, stick shift is the best. What's a cattle panel?
That's what they put there for stuff to grow up on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh
big
okay,
wide. It's a big wide panel,
Yeah.
okay.
but
So
it's
That's
your
what
heavy.
she was. So
It's
she
heavy
needed one.
gauged.
I mean, a truck to carry those.
Yeah,
My
it's
wife's
real
talking about
heavy gauge and it's about 16 feet long.
You can have a regular truck to carry cattle panels. You
hmm
can put
Hmm.
that in a regular truck. Just bend the panel.
Yeah.
kid
I ain't gonna
mobile
fit it in my
vans.
vehicle. I was like,
Really?
bend it down, just put it in there.
Throw it in there.
Now you will have to use hog panels, CC, not cattle panel. You have to
Yeah,
have
Yes, I
it's the
know.
hog
I
panel.
will.
right.
Yeah.
G Mama is one of them hot rodders.
The
Yeah,
let's
automatics
see.
are so
Yeah,
boring.
Boy,
I like stick shift too.
They are.
G
I wish
Mama
my
one
truck
of them
could be
hot
a 5
rodders.
speed.
I never knew how to drive a stick
Now,
shift. So.
now
Really?
I had Jeep license and didn't drive a Jeep. Didn't know how to drive a Jeep, but I had the license for it when I was in the military.
What's a Jeep license? Oh, you talking about military?
Military license
Oh, okay.
to
Yeah, because
drive a
I
Jeep.
drove those.
To drive a Jeep,
I drove 5 ton. Yeah, I drove all those.
I didn't know how to drive the Jeep. And then the first time I said, anybody got license in here? I said, yeah, I got sedan and I got Jeep and a truck. Now, truck is the only thing I know how to drive. I drove about 20 miles and the only gears I was hitting was first and second.
Oh my goodness. Tearing it up.
He didn't say nothing, so I kept going.
Tearing it up.
Yeah, I see Annalena says she can shift
Okay.
her gears manually, but she don't have a stick.
Miss
Oh,
Tracy.
I know. She the first one.
Uh-huh.
Let me see.
I can shift my truck manually, but I don't have a stick. I love it. Yeah.
hey,
Or the battery goes out. Okay. I used to
Well,
do that with mine.
you're right about that, PG.
Pescatarian gardener. You park on the hill and ride
now,
down and pop it, baby. You're off to go. Yeah.
now I had two.
What you know about that?
What? I can drive. Yes. I used to have to park on the hill and let it roll down a little bit and you pop it and you off. You gone.
Battery could be slap dead.
Yep.
Oh,
Now,
Yes.
my first Isuzu truck. Now, there was only 3 drivers at my house. It was me, my wife, and my son. But I had 6 cars at the house. Then folks told me you got to get rid of them. You got too many vehicles at the house. So I took my truck down to my house in the country, and down
Hey,
there
Miss
they
Pierce.
they smash vehicles and
Maybe
stuff. I went to church one day, and my uncle gonna say, I got something to tell you." I said, "What?" Uh, "We smashed your truck." I said, "Why you smash? There was nothing wrong with my truck.
Everybody tear your
The
stuff
truck
up.
was over in front of my house, and the other trash was in the field. But they worked their way all the way over there in front of my house, smashed my vehicle. There was nothing wrong with the vehicle.
Mm.
Then offered to give me a
Wow.
dime.
G Mama said she used to drive tanks.
Hmm.
Yeah, me
Oh
too.
yeah?
Me
Yeah.
too.
I never
Okay.
drove one of those. I got in one, that was it.
You didn't drive the APC?
I never drove one of those.
Oh,
Driving tanks. Hey, I ain't messing with y'all. I'm scared of y'all.
Only got inside, that was it. I will watch the rest of it. But
Okay,
the
PG, I
safety
understand. No
carry
problem.
on there. Yeah, so
No
that's
worries.
Later, pescatarian.
what were we talking about before I came in? And it was so
For
rude.
real. It start turning into a
We
truck
just
thing.
talking about was that ever a perfect time to plant? But
Love
yeah.
them.
you know the thing about it, that really and truly, there is never any need of having a subject because you're gonna get off on whatever you're gonna get off on
Oh,
anyway. You know what I'm
what
saying?
I'm gonna show you my standard. When I did my live, whether I stay on for an hour, 2 hours, an hour and a half, the first 15 minutes, I try to stay on subject
Yeah.
because after 15 minutes, it goes anywhere.
Yeah, well, that's the way lives are supposed to go. That's the way chats are supposed to go. It's
Right.
supposed to
That's
go the way you want it to. Analytic Gardner said we've been on truck love,
yeah.
Crafty.
I
Yeah.
love them.
We just
Love.
been talking about the trucks, and Cece been sitting up there biting her lips because we had mentioned her little bitty SUV.
Car.
Yeah. She
Her
she
car
she
SUV.
wanted
I
stuff. I
I like
understand.
saving money. And when
Me
I
too.
had a van and stuff and I would see 70, 80, $90, ooh, I do not miss those times.
I
I,
need me a
I
car
can
for
get in
that.
my car and drive wherever I need to for about 40, $50. I'm good.
Hey,
But
I
when I
ain't
drive
mad
a
at
car now, I feel like I'm too low to the ground now. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
used to be like that when I
It
first
It
doesn't
got
feel
into
don't
right.
it.
Hey,
register with
Katrina.
me.
It
Hey,
doesn't
Mr.
Yeah,
feel right driving that
hey,
car.
I ain't mad at you, CC.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you on that.
I'd rather save the money.
The only
Mhm.
time I drive my wife's car is if there's something wrong with it. That's it. Other than that, I don't drive it. If me and her go someplace together, she better climb up in that truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
feel funny now,
Analytic
man.
said not the little
That's
bitty
why I
car,
hate sitting
CC.
on the ground. The analytic gardener. Yes, we were on the ground. My husband had a car, but he got an SUV now. He don't really like to drive my truck too much. Like, yeah, he don't really jump in the truck.
Well, you're so
Car.
right about that
He
though.
ain't got
It
that truck
is.
spirit. That's all. He ain't got that truck spirit.
Mm-mm.
But when you get in that fella
He's scared to
and you
drive
just
it.
feel it and that thing just come over you, say, "Hey, you in a real truck now."
Mhm.
Baby,
If anything, I'll get my charger. That is what I want.
a charger. I don't
I
want no
want a
car.
charger. That is my retirement car. Yeah.
I
No.
used to want a Camaro, and I drove my brother's on. It was a 6 speed. They're really, really not like. I love driving it, but yeah, I'm on the ground.
I've had the Corvette. I've had the
You
Dodge
had a
Charger.
Corvette?
Yeah, I've had the Dodge Charger, and the only reason that I don't still have the vet now is because I hit into a bank about 4 or 5 times. It
Mm.
started hydroplaning on me, and
Ooh.
then I hit the bank
Terrifying.
about 5 times back and
Oh
forth,
wow.
Oh wow.
and barely missed losing my life, really,
Thank you, Lord.
because a tractor trailer came through just as I hit the bank for the last time.
Oh
Because
wow.
he'd have came just a little bit sooner, he'd have caught me spinning in the middle of that road because I was on the curb. And
Wow.
my daughter
Lord.
had just started driving, starting to learn to drive.
Mm.
And I said, ain't no way in the world she gonna drive this.
Mm. Mm.
and I got rid of it.
Mm.
But then, I was one of them like G Mama Go. I one of them hot rod types. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's so much.
I was like Tag and G Mama Go. I was one of them little hot rodders too. They doing that time.
What is that? What is a zero? Look, I turned it all the way down. What's a zero?
Oh, what?
Zero.
I had a zero in high school. Oh,
A
Camaro.
Camaro.
Oh,
Camaro.
Camaro.
okay. Oh, what
Okay.
that is?
Typo.
The vet was my favorite. I was sneaky and drove it. She drove it.
Yeah, I know she.
She done stole the car.
You
I
need to
drove
Oh,
it.
take
Now,
She
hey,
take
drove
Angel,
now
take
she
Angel
now
out
she
your
killing
name.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Take Angel out your name because you've been doing something your daddy didn't know. Take Angel out your
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Miss Kaysen said I know that Camaro was nice. She learned to drive a stick on a 68 vet. Loved it.
Oh.
That
Hmm.
was the thing about it. Our subject was last week was get them memories, and we
Yes,
we got people now getting that got a lot of memories.
a lot
That's
of
it.
memories.
A lot of memories.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Yes, yeah.
I wanted to talk about never give up planting. Never give up on it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Double car. I did. You was cool in that bit.
It was
Yeah,
cool.
Okay.
yeah. She telling it all now. See,
Ah.
Hey, Miss Ben. Daddy, you can't do nothing now. That's in the
yeah,
past. You can't do nothing like that. That's in the past.
yeah.
Miss Tracy said
Well,
she loved
you
riding
know,
motorcycles. I
the
got my
thing about
license
I can't get mad about it because
for
I
anything.
did some things I didn't want my mama to know.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I'll be serious. I messed my. I didn't mess it up, but I scraped up her car, and
And it's all a part of growing up. You know what I'm saying?
I this was up in New York, and the roads are narrowed and everything. You got cars parked on both sides, and I was on my way. I was going to get a pizza, and something happened, so I turned down a main road. I heard screech. I said, "Oh man!" I didn't even think about pizza no more. I did a left turn, a left turn, a left turn. I saw the express. I said, "What am I?" Then I did another left turn. I went home. I ain't get nothing to eat. The next day, my mom, she was going to work and she was talking about her car. She said, "Now you had my car last night. You done scratched up the side of my car and broke my mirror." And all I did was I eased over by my grandmother. And my grandmother said, "Now come on, Betty. You know anybody could have did that."
Oh.
She know you did that. Never been on one PIA. Miss Tracy said she like
I was
riding
quiet just
motorcycles.
while I let my grandmother, she was fighting for me. I just stayed quiet right that whole time. And my mama was right the whole time. I did it. I did
You
it.
definitely yes.
Yeah,
And
you're
she
right,
know you
Mike.
did it.
Statute of limitation
She
expired,
knew
so
it.
Right.
I can't raise no sand.
She knew it.
but
Yeah, I love
but like I was saying, is never give up on growing. If you don't succeed and get that, try it again. Plan again.
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, people, and this is the truth. I'm gonna keep on dropping seeds as long as I got them.
That's it.
Right.
And if don't nothing come up by the time I expect it to, I have Googled and found out the germination period, I'm gonna plant some more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Cause
Long.
Fran just ain't gonna outdo me. That just
It's too late. You gonna have to wait till next year because she or the fall. Because she already done did it.
Hey, keep in mind, at least we eating.
Y'all
That's
that's
all.
already
right.
eating from her
At least we
harvest.
eating.
Okay.
That's right. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing of it is I love to see my stuff come up. I love to see it grow. I really do. And
Yeah.
the majority of times I give it away anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know. I
It
get the
is super
majority of it away.
exciting.
Yeah,
I love it.
Uh,
but
hey,
I just love to see it grow. And but I don't know if I'm gonna give away too much okra this year. I really don't. 'Cause if I get a good harvest, then I think it's a lot of it is going into the freezer
Mm-hmm.
and
mhm.
other places.
Yeah.
But
One reason I love okra so much is that was what I actually ate when I was out in the yard working. I had all that stuff, but okra was the only thing that I would go to. I put some in my shirt pocket and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
can't eat
can't
it
eat
raw
it.
yet. I
Me
can't.
either.
Yes,
I
No,
can't do it.
it's good, raw.
Hey, I tried it. I
I
tried it.
tried. I did taste one.
I heard
Uh,
Mike and them talking about it a couple years ago when I grew all that okra. I tried it, but I can't do it.
it
You
tastes
see what
good.
Miss Katrina
it's good.
said?
But the motorcycle,
No. I
oh,
planted sweet potato slips today, but word it's late in the game. We will see. Is it too late to plant sweet potato slips?
Depend on
depends
what
on where
zone
you
she
at.
is.
She in Georgia, so probably
No,
zone.
she
Oh
good.
no,
She good.
no, she's good.
She good.
She's
Yeah.
good.
And Katrina, I stopped riding a motorcycle when I got married. When I got married, there's two things I stopped doing. I stopped riding a motorcycle and I stopped hunting.
Oh, I thought you said something else, but
Okay, Dad says she
I'm
don't
talking about
mind them raw,
physical hunting in the woods. In the
like,
woods.
yeah.
and your
No,
mama Grow
I
said she
understand.
she loved to grow stuff and eat it, and then say that's what I grew.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's it. That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Katrina, you're in zone
Now we
8A.
step
You be all
on my
right. Yeah, grow. Put
Oh
them
Yeah,
seeds
yeah,
you
next
good.
year.
yeah. Because my sweet potato slips are just now. They've been sitting there in the bag, but now they've actually started vining. So I'm like, okay, it done got hot
So,
enough now that they vining.
okay, y'all. So I got these sweet potatoes. Okay, the sweet potato, and then the things that's growing off of them, because I just let them sit on the counter and grow. I'm
Slip.
telling you, they about 2 feet long.
They
You
should be in the
go ahead
ground.
and pick them out, put them in some water.
So okay, I need to put them in water so they can get roots and
Yeah,
then plant
Yeah.
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm telling you, they like
yeah,
long as this door over here. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Put them things in the dirt.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try something.
You can put it in the dirt or the water. Especially being that long, dirt
They
or the
long.
water.
Yeah, I put
Uh
them things in the dirt.
analytic, yes. She stopped me from
You
hunting
don't
because I
actually
had a
need
whole
to
bunch of
root.
different
Need
rifles
the
at the
root.
house. And my wife said, ain't no guns gonna be around my children.
She said,
I started to hit her with the butt, but then I got my mind real quick. I said, no, you can't do that.
I
So
stopped
I
at
got
the
rid of all my
hospital.
guns.
I'm so not the adventurer I used to be. So they don't
Chevy
need to
through with a
root.
T-top.
You don't actually need to root. So I could just put them in the ground. Not in the ground, in the container, because I don't have. They ain't going in the ground.
I always wait till I see some roots.
Yeah, it's best to
I'm
Well,
put
so
them
I've
in.
used
got
to.
my sweet potatoes and watermelons planted together. I mean, not together, but side by side.
Okay.
And both of them are vines, so they're gonna cover each other. But the potatoes gonna still be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so from cutting them off, so I got to cut them off too, right? I cut them off, put them in the water.
Wait a minute, I'll be right back. Go ahead and talk
Yeah,
to me.
pull
Just
them off of
just
that.
go down to the potato and just snap that little piece off from the potato
Yeah,
right there. Just snap it off and put it in some water. It
hmm
will grow. You have
it'll grow some
today
roots
is
within the week before the
today
week over.
today is Tuesday. By next Tuesday, you'll have roots in there.
Okay, and
Bef-
then from the root to put
in
them
the
in
ground.
the
Put
ground.
them in the
And how
ground
long it take for me to get potatoes?
about
You
four
planted
months.
120 days.
My patience ain't that long.
Well, look at
You
the
can eat the
look,
sweet
look at
potato
this way. You
leaves
want to
in
eat
the
tomorrow.
meantime. You can trim the leaves back, and you can eat the
Hey,
leaves
LLG.
while you wait on the potatoes.
You eat them like a salad or what?
LGGG, I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah,
sauteing
I'm
them.
sorry.
or
Oh,
fry.
okay.
Cook her how you want to. Yeah,
Or fry 'em.
leaves are good.
I'm gonna try it.
Pretty
Mhm.
too.
I put some of my glass outside. They rooted out there. They
LGGG, how
said
you doing? Welcome in.
120 days. Whew.
You
120
know
days.
that's that's something that you just said, CC, about they eat the leaves,
Snapping and you can put it
sweet
straight in the
potato
fire.
leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do both ways
Now,
and see.
I really didn't
Thank you
know
for
they
that
did
lady
that
garden.
myself
I got a
until
lot, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 years ago that
Okay.
people actually eat the sweet
Hmm.
potato leaves.
And I actually seen PIA do it last year, and I watched her cook. Then I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that, and they actually good. So now I eat them and tell people eat the leaves. They
Okay,
are
Yeah.
well,
good.
let me ask you a question then. While we're talking about, how do you prepare 'em?
I just saute them like you put them in there with your onions and your butter, like you would just fry them in the pan and cook them down like that.
Cook it like spinach.
Yeah, like you would do spinach. Or
Yeah,
you
I'm
can eat
so
them fresh
okay.
salad as well. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want
I'm
them
gonna do it.
put in a salad, you can do it like that as well.
Thank you, Happy Mac.
Thank you, Happy Mac.
Yes, thank you.
But like I said,
Happy.
about 4 years ago, when I found out that the people actually eat the leaves,
Yeah.
because when I was coming up and sweet potato leaves and throw them in a salad.
What if
Right.
I
Okay,
deep fry
well,
'em? Deep
but
fry 'em.
when
I don't know. They
my
probably
grandparents,
disintegrate. I
when
mean,
my
you know what I'm saying?
grandparents,
They like spinach, so they
That'd be like
like.
kale chips.
Oh, I don't know.
okay, but when my grandparents was farming and when my
Hmm.
mom then was growing sweet potatoes,
Yeah,
I never did hear about nobody eating the leaves on them.
at neither.
But
Good.
I'm pretty sure our ancestors, there's a whole bunch of stuff that
Yeah.
our ancestors ate, but due to the way things were, we missed out on it.
Hmm.
Because
Broccoli
I
leaves.
believe everything that
Broccoli
has
leaves.
produced a fruit for us, we can eat their leaves really.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Broccoli,
Well, I
kohlrabi.
know you can. I know you can because, like I said, I just said that I just found out about 4 years ago
I
that
mean, and
people
even
actually eat them. You
the
know,
corn silk, having corn silk tea to help with
Mhm.
you know,
It's
going
a
to the
medicine.
bathroom. It definitely
yeah,
helps you.
we definitely say the corn syrup,
Hmm.
I eat
most
bean
definitely.
leaves the same way.
Got a jar full of them in there now.
Yeah.
And Happy Mac says she eat bean leaves the same way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, people,
What I wouldn't give to
like I
have a
said, this
country.
is a educational chat.
You said what you wouldn't get to have a country woman. What? I'm finna tell because you. I'm
Did you
finna,
read his lips? Because I
yes, I
he was
did.
whispering it.
This is my first time planting them. I ordered the
I got a
slips
city
3 years
girl.
ago, and they
You
arrived
been
wrapped in the
cooking?
roots, moist and very healthy. So hers were rooted when she got them. Okay.
Yeah, Katrina, the thing
So,
about it is I always get my slips from Brown's Feed and Seed, same place I buy my feed from.
mhm.
And I always get my slips from them
Mhm.
because they have some good slips. They have some good starts every year, every year.
When did they start doing like putting out sweet potato slips? Because I had never heard of that until like the past year or two of seeing where you can actually buy the potato slips.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they've been doing that
but
long.
here
Well,
they start about about April. Yeah,
Yeah, but I had never heard that before of buying sweet potato slips.
well,
yeah. Your
actually,
local feed and seed is where I usually get mine from.
Okay.
and they basically got it in dirt and everything. It's just a little plant,
Thank
and
Hey,
the way they
Mister
have it in that pot, it's not going to produce anything until you put them out in the ground.
Okay.
PYA says you can use corn silk for what?
Cheryl Norris, how you doing?
what can we use corn silk for?
They help if you have you need to go to the bathroom. Just put it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You eat it?
No, you drink it
You
like a
make
Oh,
tea.
you
like a
like
tea.
boil it or something?
Yeah, you just steep it like you would do any kind of tea leaves or whatever. You just put the corn silk up in there and then let it set for a steep. And you take the corn silk out and you can sweeten it how you want with some honey or whatever and just drink it.
Yeah,
And then
it's
stay
good.
home. Don't go nowhere.
It's good for prostate too.
Yeah.
That's what I have, Mr. Mike. Store
Yeah.
potatoes, and it's a bunch of. I'm gonna do a short on the
Hey,
potatoes.
Cheryl.
Okay.
It's wild. I was like, these things just gonna grow like the beanstalk in here. I need to
Yeah.
do something with them.
That's because you put it in the pantry and you just left it there and didn't pay it
No,
no
they on the
mind.
counter. They just sitting on the counter. They're not in the pantry. They're not in the dark or nothing.
Miss Cheryl Millrise, I
How
think,
do you
Broke.
hey, bro,
preserve?
I
Welcome in,
think
bro.
Hey, bro.
Angel is in this chat,
Hey, broke.
and she is supposed to be drying your mullet, so I could send you some of it. And I told her today that I was going to throw her back up on the bus again tonight on this live. And she said, Daddy, you can hate on me.
They hate on me, but I'm still going.
But hopefully
Um,
we'll get it to you sometime this week.
Ah.
the analytic gardener said, "How do you preserve corn silk?"
Well, we got ours in a jar with a lid on it.
G Mama, okay, and that's how Papa Benny got his.
And some people put it in alcohol, not rubbing alcohol, drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So they have corn liquor.
I don't believe it's considered corn liquor though. It falls in the category of tincture. Tincture.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh boy.
I
Well,
already did. I
well,
learned something.
PIA, this
It
is
was tasty.
sort of what this chat is all about, for a little education and a whole lot of laughs, really.
That's right, and like tincture.
It's
G Mama said, not alcohol.
corn
Well,
silk tincture, not alcohol, okay?
Right, not
corn
alcohol.
mash.
But
That's what they telling y'all is for, so they can sip a little bit more.
Right.
Tincture. It's a
Well,
tincture.
but
it's amazing what you can use drinking alcohol for. So many things.
Mm-hmm. When I was in Poland, I'm telling you, so we were out in the field, of course, story time. And they didn't have, like, we were in our tents and everything. It was snowing and stuff, so we had KP come out there, and then KP would bring,
hey, Frugal Mama.
drink to us.
Condiments. It would bring
Yeah.
condiments.
Yeah, that's what they would bring to us. And when you read the bottle of what it says they could do with that stuff, and you could drink it, it was bio. I was like, oh, we're gonna be looking like apes when we leave them out
Hey,
here. Chest gonna
wellness.
be hairy as I don't know
Frugal Mama.
what, because yeah, it was honey, but I crazy as hell. Yeah, we was hanging out.
Hey, frugal
It
mama.
was wild, but I was like, it's so much stuff you could do with this, and it's just called spirits.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could clean your furniture, your floor. You could clean all kind of stuff, and you could drink it.
It will give you spirits after you drinking that spirit.
I'm telling you, we probably probably gave us a few of them. Yeah, I use vodka to keep my sorbet soft in the freezer. That's a great idea.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of these chats really, and a lot of the lives are so educational, because you find out a whole lot of stuff. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. You see and learn a lot of new stuff. And this natural remedies, natural cures, a whole lot better than a lot of that stuff you buy in the store, because you don't know what they got in that stuff. And when you get so you got to take a pill because you took a pill, it's time to bag up and find something natural.
Right.
Get you some corn silk and alcohol.
Corn liquor, yes.
No side effects. It's true.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. It's time for us to find something that have no side effect to it whatsoever.
Right.
And if this is the leaves, eating the leaves, or drinking corn silk tea or whatever is the way to go, then that's what we need to do.
Well, isn't that what the Bible say? This is your food and your medicine.
Yes.
You just got to know how to take the medicine portion. That's all.
That's true. That is so true. But Think about what Jay had
You're
said.
gonna learn.
But, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is don't never give up. Don't never give up. Because it seems like every time you get close to your goal,
Mhm.
something happens.
Right.
Every time you get ready to reach out there and touch something, it disappears. That is just life, life itself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I made up my mind that I'm not giving up on my garden. And let me tell you something what I'm thinking about this. And this is a little bit comical, but a friend of mine, not associate, but a friend of mine, he know that I do gardening, and he know I got the YouTube and everything. He said, and he don't live far from me. He said, I've got a garden, and it's full of weeds. Now, he wasn't trying to throw no shade or laugh. I said, well, I got one and it's full of weeds too. So what he was what he was trying to ask me was, how do I take care of my weeds? I said, well, that's something that we both gonna learn because my garden is full of them too.
So it's been a little challenging this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a big
Yes.
challenge. It really has been.
Especially when you get to rain 5 or more days at one time, everything just grows.
Hmm.
Except for what you want to grow, that won't grow. But everything else grows big time.
Yeah, G. Mama Gross said, let thy food be thy medicine.
Mhm.
Yes.
So true.
A cold glass of chocolate mint.
Hmm.
Like
What you sipping on there, Miss Cheryl?
I ate weeds last summer. What you talking about, Willis? What kind of weed? Oh,
He he
I'm
said
so
he ate he said he ate weeds last summer. You know what popped in my head?
what?
The Patty Duke show where
The
she was
what?
eating grass. She was on cooking grass in the kitchen,
I'm
and
young.
that's what
We
she was
patty
eating.
do
Oh goodness.
patty do. You said patty do. That's
I
I'm
know that's
young.
way before your time.
I probably seen a couple of those, yeah, but that's the yeah, you probably seen all the episodes. Me,
He was there on set.
Well, Mike, you might have a point there because
Mm,
there is some weed that,
most of the time.
some food that they call weed.
But I don't want to be the I don't want to be the tester. You test them and you tell us which one so we can eat. Our weed's not supposed to be. Oh, weed's not supposed to be in our garden. Cheryl say.
Happy Mac said a lot of the farmers are just now putting in their crops because it's
Mm,
been
Hmm.
so hot, so wet, cool,
Right.
true.
hot, so wet. That's why I'm telling you, people, that I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
planting as long
Yeah.
as I got seeds. I'm gonna drop them.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I came back home and 4 of my squash plants were gone. The squash vine bug got them.
Oh
I'm just
man.
like, man,
Hmm.
yep, they gone.
Can't never leave the house. Oh,
Yeah.
Eating both of
Okay,
them.
sure.
What is lamb's quarters? See, I don't know any of these things. I know what dandelions is because they be everywhere. What is
I know
lamb's
what the real
quarters?
lamb quarters are.
Sound
Kelly,
like
what lamb quarters is, Tag?
They're plants. They're flowers, I believe. But I got the real lamb quarters in the refrigerator right now.
it sound like a chicken leg quarter, but from a lamb, like the leg of a lamb. What's
Happy Mac said lamb quarters are not nice in a salad.
Mm.
I'm finding many ways native people ate. People's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. Lamb's quarters. I'm gonna look that up because I never heard of that.
That's another thing too, Crap. I'm glad you said that. This YouTube is a fantastic way to learn a lot of stuff and find out a lot of stuff. But let me tell you something. Don't believe everything you hear and see.
Right.
Mm. Mm.
Just please don't. You
Yeah.
have somebody on a live for 3 hours telling you this and telling you that. Look it up for yourself.
Yeah.
Research your own.
Okay, G Mama.
Your mama Go said there's actually a book called Eat the
Eat
Weed.
the weeds, aka
Okay.
goosefoot,
A.K.A.
wild
Goosefoot.
spinach.
Lamb's
Wild
quarter is a
spinach.
goose foot.
Wild spinach. Okay,
Y'all
now I've heard of wild spinach.
Yeah, I understand the wild spinach.
Lamb's quarter is also a goose foot. Let me write it down. I'm confused. Oh Lord.
Now look who just not popping up here.
No, you. We only have 4 minutes, so we know you're not just coming over here.
Wait.
This is not Texas time. We on Eastern time. We can't even hear you.
We can't hear you.
The Lord block. The Lord block.
Okay, hear you now.
Let me go out. I'm gonna go out.
Can't hear you with them on.
How you gonna go out
Hey,
and
hey,
Okay,
we
he's-
probably be gone by the time you come back, bro.
helps with anemia.
Did Mr. Mike say something? Mr.
Okay,
Matt.
it's young lady said she's shown them in one of her videos.
I
Okay.
need to go see. I was
Yeah, happy birthday. Did. Somebody had to say his name 3 times. But maybe he'll pop back up. He was invited to come up, so he must have been tied up earlier.
And, those peaches I brought in the other day, I'm gonna name them Texas peaches.
Texas peaches.
Yeah,
No, nothing in Georgia called Texas. No.
I'm gonna name them after Texas because they so small.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. This is not Texas peaches. Or you get
Hey,
them,
Papa,
Actually,
them Georgia nuggets.
no, actually they call Florida King, but
Oh, well,
the majestic
Love that
peach
for
I
Florida.
had were the majestic peaches. They were big, but these Florida King, they just a little bigger than a ping pong ball,
First lane. That was going to.
say something, Cropper.
but they are real sweet.
Can you hear
You
us?
hear me now?
Huh?
You
Y'all
gotta
can hear
turn
me
your
now?
volume up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn the volume up a
Water.
little bit.
Them headphones from $1.25.
Oh,
Can we hear?
Now
You
talk
know I
without
love
the
you, baby
headphones.
girl, with that crop up. And
I don't know why y'all tripping, man, about Texas, man. Why y'all on Texas so much?
No, I'm just saying I was gonna rename them the Texas King.
Yeah, hey, man. Y'all got a heat wave on that East Coast, don't you?
Yes,
You
it's
better
hot.
believe it.
they ain't
You
getting no
better
water.
believe
Yeah.
it.
Oh, hey, it's 93, 92 in Texas, baby.
It was
Yeah, well,
99
that's what
yesterday.
It's
CC
93 right
but,
now.
Well, now
Y'all
y'all
getting-
see how I feel.
Y'all getting a little rain down there too.
Yeah, but it ain't raining today, though, baby.
It's raining here.
It's raining where CC's at.
Yeah.
CC them had a little bit. CC weather been worse than Dallas this year.
And it's only 80 degrees here.
Oh, that's good weather.
Write it down.
106 in Boston today.
Not King
Yeah.
Kong. Don't talk
Yeah, yeah. They got a real heat wave on the East Coast.
Yeah.
It went all the way up to the line, the state line.
In Boston.
Yeah, I know they calling for triple digits
Hey, natural, your heart.
for us sometime this week, but 106 and 104,
Yeah.
good Lordy.
Uncle Ben.
97 tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm glad God said we're gonna switch this thing.
But you know good and well, Texas always gonna be trying to touch the sun.
Hey, y'all been saying that about Texas. Now y'all see what it feel like. You understand?
Well,
Yeah.
well, David, the thing about it, I don't wish no bad on nobody.
I didn't say. I said God. Now you let God do His work.
Yeah, it's fine over there.
Yeah.
You're
Said not to
shifting
you,
it
I
over
said it's 101
101.
right now in Boston,
Woo.
at 8 o'clock.
93 in Missouri.
And they said it's not going to get under 85 at night.
Well, from what I understand, Crop, I also heard that this is supposed to be one of the hottest seasons, hottest year. This is supposed to be the hottest, one of our hottest years.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
rain.
God was, he was talking to all y'all on the East Coast. He wasn't talking to us.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be a listening. I can tell you that.
I thank him for it. I thank him for it. I enjoy the heat.
I wrote
Y'all
that down.
might, hey,
Thank you.
be honest, y'all might beat us in that watermelon wars this year.
Well,
You already know they are.
You know we're gonna beat you, but you just glad I didn't get in this
No,
year.
no, it ain't over till it's over. The fat lady ain't sung yet.
okay, G Mama,
Oh, I
go do what
gotta
you
grow
gotta do now.
water. G Mama, you grow in the water, honey.
Yeah, she gotta go water
Mhm.
her
Gee,
stuff.
mama.
G Mama,
I ain't popping
I
Well,
haven't.
people, David just not jumping up here, and it's usually our time to get up out of here. So we're
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
get the crop. We're gonna get the cropper to come back next week,
No,
but,
you playing around. Cause why you so late?
and the cropper be out there in the garden doing something.
you
But
already know.
next
He
week
was cooking. We gonna say that.
we will do our trivia, and we will go ahead and give the trivia away next week, next Tuesday. The second hint, the second hint, and I'm only gonna give it one time, and then you have to go back and look at the video if you want the second hint.
Mhm.
Okay, now my mom was a Sunday school teacher. I'm just throwing that little bit in there so it might help somebody. But the second hint is my mom made many memories. I ain't gonna make it easy,
Sure ain't.
but it's real simple once you come back next week, next Tuesday. It's real simple. So I'm gonna say good night to everybody. Hope I got you one that happy, Mac. And as I always say, I love you, and I really do. And there ain't a thing in the world you can do about it.
But love him back.
Love
You
you
Love
back.
you.
feel
Thank
me?
y'all for hanging out with us.
Good night, y'all.
Love y'all. No, you up.